Hello everyone, this is Curtis with Weed Whacker Lawn Care. Hey, I'm back again to share another lawn care video with you. That's right. Hey, today what I'm going to be doing is taking care of this lawn, and I'm using the Scag mower. I'm really been pushing this Scag a lot here, and I tell you, it's been really great for mowing. I really like the appearance of the way the lawn looks after using the Scag. Now what I have here is this Scag 32-inch. I have some gator blades on it, the mulching blades. So it really gives a good cut, for mowing and mulching up the grass in there. So, once it mulch it up, it drops it back down into the soil, so that's fertilizer for it, and so it comes back and it really helps it out. And I must say, I really have been enjoying using the Scag mower. Now I used to use it off and on a while back, but I'm using it a lot now. And I want to say when I first I want to go way back. When I first got the Scag, I bought it brand new years ago. I think it was back in 2012 when I first got that Scag mower. And over the years, oh wow, it was a heavy duty commercial mower. And at the time I needed a commercial mower. I only had like a Honda, the little 21-inch. I had a Honda, and I had I think what that is, a Snapper, a 21-inch deck walk behind mower. And what happened, I decided that I was gonna go full-time lawn care, and what had happened that made me want to go full-time lawn care was I was at the time helping out my dad. My dad had some lawns, but he had he was sick and he couldn't do it anymore. So my mom, they had these customers and they kept calling, and my mom said, "Oh, well, my son will take care of it." And so I said, "Okay." So meanwhile, I had a job, I had a contract, and I was working at NASA, and I was over the IT area, doing the logistics for shipping and receiving. So I had like over 100-something users, and every day, they had computer problems, printer problems, network issues. People come and go, and I was over this, and so I would have to, get a call. We got some new hires, so I get them set up. Then when they fire somebody, then I have to make sure everybody get taken out the system that was fired. So I would what can I say? I had multiple things, multiple sources of income. I had a contract. I had a contract with NASA. I had a contract with Boyd's Milk. I had a computer service company. Was my computer business. So I had multiple sources of income coming in, and I was all over the place. Plus, I was doing this lawn care stuff on the side. And when things changed, when I was working out at NASA, contracts come and go, and so things started. People come and go, and that's just the way it is with the contracts. Sometimes they renew the contract, sometimes they don't. And the way it goes, you work with the government, they look for a cheaper contract. Now, the company that I happen to be working for, well, they were cutting back on their contracts. They were cutting back on their funds. So then, I got caught in a situation. I was like, well, that ended. So anyway, I was there and I was back at home. And so I was back there and helping my parents. So I always kept multiple sources of income coming in, not just relying on the one thing. And well, as you can see, guys, it's hot out there, and I'm used to being in the air condition versus being out there. But as I go on, I managed to. I said, well, you know what? The economy, things go up, things go down. I decided. I said, well, you know what? I'm gonna go on and go full time lawn care, and that's when I went out and got a trailer, and then I got this mower here, the Scag, and what happened? I started marketing the lawn care, and I was like, wow. And I noticed that I was getting a lot of customers, and there was a lot of people wanting lawn service. So I was like, okay. So then I went full time, and I was never at home. I was always gone. I was on the go every day mowing someone's lawn. And after mowing lawns, it was other stuff they want. Stuff hauled off, stuff picked up. And I was like, well, okay, I make money in that. I've even had people where they asked me to move them. I made money off of that. Moving people, moving from here, moving from there. Somebody want me to pick up the furniture, take it over here, take it over there. It was all sorts of income that was coming in those times. It was constantly. So I noticed when, I'm out here mowing lawns, I was like, oh, wow, man. I said, thinking to myself, I said, look at this. Somebody always wants something done. They don't feel like doing it, and they're looking for someone to come and do it for them. And so I was out there, and I was like, okay, hey, you need what? Okay, I'll pick that up for you. You need me to take it where? Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it over there for you. And I was like, wow. I said, man, with a truck and a trailer, and wow. It was, oh man, it was booming times. I mean, like I said, I was never at home, and I was just like gone all the time because there was always opportunities. Somebody was always wanting something done, and so I would go and do it. I'm like, oh, hey, can I? Some people say, hey, what's your number? Or can I get in contact with you again? I may need something else. I'm like, okay, all right. And that's the way I would go, guys. Somebody would always need something. And I was like, wow, they need something hauled off or picked up. And, with a truck, I mean, well, here in Texas, truck city, man. I mean, with a truck, you can earn some good income. And I know some people talk about, well, what kind of income? I'm talking about just with a pickup truck, you can make over $100,000 or more. If you know what you're doing, if you make yourself available. You can't, I mean, you gotta stay, what I'm saying is, you gotta be out there. You gotta get up early. You gotta get up early and be ready to go get it. Because it was always, people start looking early in the morning. And if you're available early in the morning, you can pick up a lot of good opportunities. Because I did. It wasn't nothing for me. By 10 o'clock, I made $600 just with a truck. 600 in the morning. Then I got the rest of the day to keep working, and you can make another $600. That's $1,200. And then, you never know. Depending on how hard you want to work, if you want to hustle, you can earn some good income. And I share these videos with you guys to let you know opportunities out there. And it's just, if one thing doesn't work, another one will. It's like I never I share these videos, but I never relied on just YouTube for no source of income. I really never made any money out of no YouTube stuff. I made my money by, y'all see what I'm doing. I'm out here working. That's my money. That's what I get monetized on, is me working. When I was doing it, I was monetized already. Monetize yourself where that you can be a go-getter and go out there and go get it. That's where you monetize. You can't rely on just one thing. I mean, this thing with the YouTube, I know they say post a video, you get AdSense accounts and all this and that, where they put a little commercial on your video and you get X amount of views and you can make a little money. Well, think about it. There's a lot of people doing that. And a lot of that stuff is not what it's all cracked up to be. What I'm saying is that some people will rely only on one thing, and when something happens, there it is. I mean, think about it. You're in a storm with no electricity. You can't upload everything down, cell phones down, towers down. Been through all of that, and you can't post no video. The rest of the world is going on in other areas, but where you are, you just had a disaster happen. Floods. Not too long ago, just here, they had a big flood, washed out a lot of stuff. Imagine you in one of those areas, and if you survived, and you just trying to rely on just posting videos for an income, that's gonna be tough. But in those areas where they plan to rebuild, so then you're gonna have to get out there and work hard to rebuild. And so it ain't gonna be just holding, unless you're holding the camera to try to show you rebuilding and all of that, and you got some more internet service and all of that. But who's thinking about that at a time like that, in a process like that? But what I want to say is you gotta have multiple sources of income. You gotta be thinking at all times, what can I do next? Still about relying on one thing. It may not, sometimes some things work and you may hit a good one. It's kind of like, on YouTube. Yeah, there's a lot of successful YouTubers out there. And, they made it. But it's a journey to make it, and that may not be your journey. You may not make it on that, so you can't rely on that. You gotta rely on you learning multiple things to survive, because you're in a changing world. Everything changes from year to year, and you have to change with the time. Because if you don't change with the time, somebody may say, what are you talking about? That's been over with. It's kind of like you're looking at the movie. You go to a theater and you're looking at the movie, and the movie has ended and everybody's left, and you fell asleep in there, And they say, you gotta go. Why are you still here? The movie's been over with. You gotta wake up and get up out of here. We're closing this place up. We're cleaning up now. And that's what you gotta be thinking about. You gotta clean up and move on. And that's the way it is. As you see me, I'm steady moving on. I'm steady helping customers that they call me. And I am retired, but I still get people calling. And the thing, it was strange to me was I told these people like 5 or 6 times I'm retired. The whole year would go by, and then the new year comes in and they call me back again. So I just said, well, you know what? If I'm in town, I'll just go on and do it. And that's why y'all see me still posting videos of lawn care. Because, hey, people still calling, people still want stuff. So I'm like, okay, I ain't doing nothing right now while I'm here. But when I will inform them that, hey, I'm out of town, I'm going on vacation. And you may have to find someone else because I'm planning to be gone for a while. And some of them will find someone. And then, I notice when the new year comes and they say, hey, are you back in town? And I'm like, well, yes, I'm back in town now. Well, good. Can you come over and take care of my lawn? And I was like, okay. So, man, I got a number of them like that, someone would call me and ask me and say so-and-so referred him. And I said, I told him I was retired, but I'm around home. And I was like, okay, because I stay on the go. I'm always doing something. And here, like I say, I'm taking care of this lawn right here. It's nearby, so I said, well, okay, I'll take care of it. And so that's what you see me doing. I'm taking care of a lawn here for a customer and some more. And be long-term customers. And sometimes, I don't know, people, what happens is they feel comfortable with you coming around their place. And sometimes they don't feel comfortable with the other ones coming around. And I'm like, okay, I can understand it, like I say, we're in a changing time and where people don't feel comfortable with certain people because they don't know what they're getting. I've had some and I told them over and over, and they told me that they've had some new people and they just wasn't happy with them because, I don't know, they didn't give them the service that they were looking for. And I was like, wow. And, they asked me if I wouldn't mind coming. Now they pay me more money to come. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, okay. So when I say more money, I mean, it's like paying you $80 to mow a yard, for your time, because that's what they know that I'm going to take care of it for them, so that's why they pay. I'm like, wow. And I mean, these lawns, they're fair size. They're not big yards, but they're just fair size. So it takes a little time to do them, but, it's not like calling me for an acre or so. Acres, that's going to be more money because that's more time. And going and doing it, I don't mind doing it. Like I say, I'm not doing much anyway. And this is good exercise and keeps me active. And so that's why, you see me, I keep mowing and sharing videos with y'all. So, it's, hey, I didn't, a lot of times I'll get people who say, hey, are you finna come out of retirement? And sometimes I'm like, no. I ain't gonna come out of no retirement. No, I'm still retired, but for me, it's a different type of retirement. It's more of me being active than doing something. I mean, if I don't want to mow any yards, I don't have to mow any yards. I don't, but I carry on. I just, carry on doing this. I enjoy it. There's no problem with it. I just enjoy what I'm doing, and I don't get bored just doing it. I like to stay active and busy. It's just more like can I say, it becomes a point when you do something for so long and you start enjoying it, you don't mind doing it because it's relaxing to you. You're at peace with it. What I want to say, yeah, you're at peace with it. So there's no problem in doing it. And you're helping someone by doing it. And so you feel good about yourself because you are able to get up and help somebody. And so by being able to do that, as I always say, it's a good feeling that you're able to do it. Hey, have your mower, and you just have fun with it. It ain't it's not hard when you don't mind doing it and you enjoy doing it. So it becomes fun to you. You're like, wow, okay, I just mowed this one. Okay, hey, somebody else needs some help. I'll go help them. And you just carry on. And you'll be surprised. You'll be like, wow, that was fun. That wasn't bad at all. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but no. Guys, you just keep moving. And that's what it's about, keeping yourself active. And, you'll look back and you'll say, wow, I did a lot this year. At the end of the year, you'll be like, wow, okay. That's like sometimes I go back and I look at all my videos and I'm like, wow. I said those years passed by quick. And back in that time, I was doing a lot of stuff. I was like, wow. Now, had I not recorded it, I can talk about it. I can say I did it, but to go back and look at it for myself and say, wow, I remember when I done that video. And, oh yeah, I remember when I was taking care of that. Oh yeah, And I'm thankful that I recorded all those videos and those times, and I was like, wow, that's a lot of memories. And I was like, well, wow, I really did a lot. And never dreamed that I would be posting no videos, no 10 years. Never thought about it. I was like, what in the world? 10 years have went by, and I've been picking up a camera, documenting me getting up and mowing lawns and all the customers that I were able to help with their lawn care needs. And wow, I say, that's amazing. You're like, wow, I never thought I would be doing that. I would have never been picking up no camera. Because I wasn't picking up, I had a camera, but I never really pick it up every day or use it. It was like on us occasional. I'm like, okay, I'll pick a camera up. Some family members, we take a picture. And then that's that, I'll put the camera back down. But now, I pick a camera up basically all year. I didn't. What I'm saying is, I didn't think that I'd be picking no camera up, studying the camera equipment, learning about the light, low light views of the camera, all the focus frames and all of that in the camera, learning all the mechanics in the camera. But I did. That was another skill set, and I must say, now I had a camera and I used to use the camera, and I have made money from taking pictures with a camera. Yes, like I say, there's always a hustle. Just by knowing how to use the equipment. Like, I know how to use a mower and a trimmer. Okay, I know how to use a camera. I know how to set the camera up. I know how to have my lighting set up. I had to study all that stuff. I got lights, for different events. Because if you don't get the right lighting for your camera, then it'll come out all dark and grainy and all. It's a lot go into it. And it was some events, and I was out one day and I was doing some lawn care work, and I was trying to record. And the guy asked me, "Hey, what are you doing?" I said, "Well, I'm recording what I'm doing out here, mowing the lawn." He said, "Well, what?" I said, "Well, I do it because I got a channel, and I've done a number of videos and hosting and setting up and all." So as the conversation went on, the guy asked me, he says, "Well, hey, listen. Well, I'm having a wedding on a Saturday, and I was wondering if I could hire you to record this wedding." And as he went on, I was listening. He said, "Listen, I'll pay you." And I was like, "Okay." And as it went on, he offered me like $1,100. And the way what happened was, I was telling him no at the time. I said, "I can't do that." He said, "But I'll pay you $1,100, Saturday, and you come and record everything, set up everything." And I told him I would love to take that opportunity on, but the reason I'm telling you no is because I have another event. I'm scheduled to do something else. If I didn't have that already planned and booked, then I would take you up on it. I said, but right now I have to pass because I already have something. I'm already scheduled for something else to do. And so I couldn't take him on. But if I wouldn't have had that other event I already scheduled and had said that I would be there on that Saturday, you better believe me, I would have taken that $1,100 on. All I had to do was dress up and go and record this wedding, and I had the cameras to do it. And I would have recorded that. I'm sure would have recorded that wedding for $1,100. All I had to do was put my slacks on, my shirt, shoes, and go in there with my camera equipment in the air condition. Now I'm gonna record the wedding and the event, and I'm gonna get a meal too, and some cake and punch. Come on now, who wouldn't take that on? Come on. But that's the kind of stuff that you run into when you do a lot of work, and people see you doing a lot of work. You get other opportunities. And now I'll tell you, there were some times I did do some videos for some people. I did one on. The time came again. Somebody else asked me, and I took them on. And I went on and made my $1,100, $1,200, $1,500, sometimes $2,000, depending on what all you want me to do. if you want me to come in there and bring my camera equipment, my backpack, my cameras, and my lighting and all that gear, I'll bring it. I'll set it up and I'll do the web. I'll record it. And I'll put that video together and I'll edit it and everything, put it together for you. I sure will. And if there's something that you don't like, you want me to fix it, or something you want me to add in it, and you want me to put, hey, I'll do that too. Or you want me to take something out, hey, we can do that too. So what I'm saying, guys, there's always opportunity. It's a lot of events always going on. And by me being out, I would see a lot of stuff, and I would get offered a lot of opportunities to do other things. You know, as I was stating early in the video, if one thing doesn't work, another one will. So you always have to have what I want to say is, get yourself ready for other opportunities. Because there's a lot of opportunities, there's a lot of tasks, and there's a lot of stuff out there that people want. So I was just sharing this, guys. I'm sharing now. You see where I'm at? I'm edging. Now, I would edge, and sometimes you might have a neighbor, they see you edge, they don't know how to edge. They'll ask you to come over and edge their lawn for them, and they'll pay you. I used to get customers listen, I got my yard mowed. I just don't like the edge. I don't want to edge. How much you charge to come over and edge? What all you want edged? I just want to get the driveway side. $30. $30? Yeah. You'll edge that and trim up everything? Yeah, for $30. So, well, hey, I got to use my trimmer and I got to walk it down here and all that. Okay. Hey, I edge it right up for them. Sometimes it's 30, sometimes it's 40, sometimes it's 50. You know, they came over and asked me. I'm like, okay. You know, and then sometimes they said, well, I can get mine. If you get one, they said, well, I'll get the whole yard. I said, well, you asked. And that's part of the lawn care package. It's the mow and edge with it. It's all figured in. So whether I mow the yard or not, you ask what will I charge for it, so I'm offering you, you know, the service fee for edging, which edging is included in the lawn care service. So, you know, when they ask you just want to edge, I'm like, okay. It's gonna take my trimmer and my time to do it. So hey, it's worth something to you. If you want to get it edged, okay. But I've already mowed it and all this. Hey, well, edge it yourself, you know. My time is my time. And so you have to charge for your time and service, guys, because if you don't, hey, you lose out. And that's just the way it is. You know, because, hey, if they don't pay, somebody else will. You know, some of them will say, okay, great. I don't have to bother with edging. You're going to edge that. Yeah. There you go. Just edging. I get people called, say, hey, I mowed my yard, and I just want to get it edged. Okay. You just want to, hey, that edging, it takes time to do that stuff. Walk around with a trimmer and all that. Ugh. You see it, I'm edging and trimming that up right there. You see where I'm going to be dealing with that dirt and dust and all that. I'm like, oh, man, you got to pay for that. Got to pay for me working with that, trying to trim that up. You see, it's dusty around there. You think I want to get all dusty? No, I don't want to be dusty. Look at that. No. Because it's grass and the ground is undried out. Now you see, I'm kicking up dust from trying to get that grass up out of there around where that tree stump is right there. Yeah. Now you got to pay for that. I done got dusty. No. Pay for that. That comes in the lawn care package. You should offer your customers lawn care packages, and you tell them what their lawn care packages is. Now, here's one for you guys. Your lawn care packages covers mowing and edging. Okay. Now, you can throw in another package where you say, well, it's mowing, edging, trimming up your hedges and all. You got some hedges there and all of that. Okay, I'll trim the hedges up. Okay. Now, that's one pack. That's how many packages? 1, 2, 3, 3 packages, 4 packages. Also, you have a package where you mow, edge, trim the hedges, and you clean out flower beds. It's no 4 package. Where the 4 package is, you clean out the flower bed, so you charge a little bit more for that. Some of them might say, well, they want it on a regular basis. So you have to have these lawn care packages. You know how to do it. That's part of marketing. And so you got to put a lawn care package together and what services you're going to provide. And then, you ask your customers which one they want to go with. And so then you have your little form and you put on there your packages, and then you have them, you put their name on there. You have them to check and sign it off on what lawn care packages that they want and which one they was going with. You put the price on there and you let them know. And so then you look at it, and so then that's the service that you provide for each time you go. And so they know what the rate was for the lawn care package that they chose. If you want full service, or you just want mowing, edging, and that. So those are your lawn care packages. And then now you throw it in again if they want bagging. And you got another fee for that if they want the bag. And you put in there optional bagging. Then you got the other package where if you want me to haul that off or you want me to furnish the bag, that's another package where that you take and set the bag on the outside and their lawn people pick it up. So you have all these different lawn care packages that you have to put together and let your customer know all the different services that you provide. And hey, if they want stuff hauled off, there's a haul off fee. And then you let them know. Another lawn service package, things change in the wintertime. If you're calling me over just to mow the grass and to mulch the leaves up and all, or rake the leaves up, that's another package because that's another service fee. It takes time to do all this stuff. You got gutter cleaning. Your leaves get in there. They need you to clean them gutters out. Got to charge for that. Sometimes those gutters get filled up with leaves. And then if it's on a 2-story house, you got to climb a ladder and go up them. You got to charge for that. That can run anywhere from $150 to $200. Takes time to climb the ladder, go up the ladder, and clean that stuff out of there. Dangerous too. So guys, I'm just giving y'all some information to share with you and the way to make it. When you're doing lawn care, especially for in the wintertime. I'm just giving y'all some game information of how to keep yourself busy and bring in some income. I know because I've done it. And I'm just sharing game. And there's a lot of it out there. And you can make a lot of good income from all these different packages that you offer. And you got to go in to go in. And the time to be going in is like let me see, September, October, winter time's coming. So you got to be able to start getting your information out around this time. For it's cleaning up, if they want you available for Thanksgiving or Christmas. Because a lot of people still want lawn care. And they'll get a lot of leads and they want their place clean for Christmas. Then they may say, well, I want my flower beds redone. I want it cleaned up. I I want some Christmas lights and all. Do you do that? You know, and you may come in, you may say, well, yeah. Well, what you do is you'd have to see the square footage of the house and all. And sometimes you can have a company base where you get the Christmas lights, or you can call in and say, well, how much you charge for this? And they come out and they take the measurements and everything. And you just tell them I'm a lawn service. I want to provide this service for my customers because my customers be asking about Christmas lights. And then, they'll tell you how you rent it and everything. And then you can, work with the company and tell them what they charge. Then you may make you like $400 or $500 on the side because they're going to give you like a monthly fee because you got X amount of customers. So just say that you got one customer and you make $100 off another customer, you make another $100 off because they all want Christmas lights to be put up and all. And so you go in and negotiate with a company and you tell them what's going, and you're helping them out. You want to, hey, it's my customer, so I want to do business with y'all. So we do business with each other. You help me, I help you, because I'm bringing you in I'm offering this service. So if you can do it, then okay. You go from there with the lighting. There's other games. You make money. So there's a lot of opportunities out there, guys, and you got to be ready. You got to be ready to run and go get your opportunity. If you ain't ready, you're going to miss it. You're going to miss that opportunity that is being offered to you. I'm telling you, it's there. And now you start, you don't wait till wintertime get here. You start preparing right now because it's coming. It's coming. Christmas is going to come. A New Year is going to come. So you got to start thinking about the end of the year and what other services you're going to provide now. From now to the end of the year. So you think about it. If you ever notice, you go into Walmart, they have different seasons. You notice everything starts changing. They start putting up this. It's like, what's the next big event gonna happen? What they gonna have? Halloween? Yeah, they're gonna be starting decoration for Halloween. Halloween comes, then once that's gone, then they put up stuff for Thanksgiving. And then once Thanksgiving is over with, then they put up stuff for Christmas. And then once that's over with, then they got stuff for the New Year. It goes on and on. You ever watch it? So I'm just offering y'all some information so you follow through on what you're going to do from now to the end of the year. And that's how I would make it in lawn care. I was like, well, okay, well, we're getting to this point. Did you have a good lawn care season? Was it rough? Did it rain a lot? Or if it didn't, was it just good? I mean, you were able to earn a lot of good income because the weather was good, it didn't rain too much, and you was able to, put some away and make it through. Now, if you had a good one, you can say, well, hey, it's vacation time. When October comes, I'm closing it down. I'm not going to work no more until March. And you go on vacation, because you done already said, well, hey, that's it. I had a good lawn care season. And I was able to put a lot away because it was good. Had a lot of good customers, paid on time, didn't have no problems with no customers for paying. Then they all agreed to the service rate that they were paying for the lawn care service, and you went on. You're like, wow, okay. And that's what it's about, guys. I mean, come on now. You got to run it like a business. You have to be upfront with your customers. You let them know. You like to get paid on time. When service is rendered, hey, I won't pay. I want my money. I need my money to pay my bills. And you must stay on top of that because, people acting like they don't know what time it is. And you don't have time for that. When you run your business, you got to stay on top of it. Because you got equipment, you got gas, you got insurance, you got taxes. All of this stuff you got to pay. And when you start not staying on top of it, you get a number of customers not paying you. Next thing you know, you tally it up, and you're like, whoa, wait a minute. I got like $1,000 out. I haven't been paid. What's going on? Then you got to go back. So basically, what it is, you want to get your money on time, and you have to call the customer, hey, I need to get paid. I need to get paid. I can't keep giving you service if you're not paying me. And we don't need to be going through this. So, I'm sorry, I missed this. I'm like, okay. Well, you can prepay it. Pay it in advance, and then when it's time to pay again, just as before, you let them know, hey, it's time. It's time. And then you just have to stay on top of it because that's just the way it is. Because, oh man, I tell you, I went through it, guys. This is a learning experience. It's a learning experience in dealing with some customers. They have some good customers, and they got some customers that are not, what can I say? They're just not good on paying. And that's what I can say. Not good on paying. And then when looking like they want to get mad because you asked them for your money and you done did the service for them and they don't want to pay you. You're like, wait a minute. You wasn't acting like that when you was calling. You wasn't acting like that when you asked me to do this. Now you acting different because you don't want to pay. And you get those guys, and you have to just overlook them and move on because they're a waste of time and let somebody else worry with them. And that's what I did. I just get, man, please. I can move on. I'll make this up somewhere else. That's okay. I ain't got to be bothered with them no more. I don't have to let somebody else worry with that. That's another headache when itself. Let somebody else worry with it. And they'll find out what's what. And some of them, I'd go by and I'd see them. And, I would see them where they got somebody else. And they done did them the same way they were doing me, not paying me. And you'll get them. But some customers, you love them because they pay you. They know what time it is, and they gonna help you. But you get some, and I just tell you guys, I've had, it was rough. And as you see, I'm only taking care of the ones that I know. When someone calls and asks me, I don't mind, I'll take care of the ones I know. The ones that you see me mowing, I know I'm gonna get my money. I know I don't have to be running behind. They know what time it is. Those are good ones. The mothers, nah, no. Nope. And it was some like, ooh-wee. But yeah, the ones that always paid, even some older customers, if they wanted me to come back or asked me if I was in town and could take care, I would help them. Those that paid. Those that didn't, I'm like, oh no. Why would you think I would come back? You didn't pay me from last time. Why? But you get something like that, they'll try you anyway to see if you we come back, and I had something to do that one time. I'll tell you. But I was like, just forget it. These people. I just told them. I said, you need to go and just get you somebody else. I can't help you no more. And that's just kind of way it is, guys. I mean, it's just part of life. There's all types of situations. I mean, you see it all the time where, you know, people have a lot of different types of customers. So it's just mixed in there. And you don't know what's what. And you're like, oh, boy. But what do you do, guys? You know what I say. Keep moving on. Keep moving on. And, you know, as you move on, things get better. And guys, as you can see right here, I got this one all. I got it all mowed up. And I'm showing y'all. And now you'll see the after view where I just take and I get everything all blown off and cleaned up and all. So here's some pictures of the after view of the way everything looks on the property after getting it all taken care of. See the pool area and all. See, I blow it off the pool area around the pool. Got the grass and all that off of there. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I'm out of here. Bye.